Extinguishing this blaze wasn't the only challenge for firefighters. Getting the seniors who live here out, another battle.
God is in control.
Many claim fire alarms didn't go off in this building, which has 162 apartments.
I'm wondering what happened.
Investigators say it appears the fire started on the roof shortly before 3:30, and with the fire spreading rapidly, firefighters had to get help from Marines stationed nearby.
We didn't really stop. We just saw people that needed help, and we just picked them up, throw them on our shoulders, and carried them down the stairs.
Also spreading at the time, news of this fire.
I left school, and me and my mom, we hurried up and drove up here.
With people rushing through the thick smoke to help their loved ones.
This not burning y'all eyes.
The seniors with no other place to go are being helped by the Red Cross and housed at a nearby recreation center for the night. Now, agencies, they are still working tonight to find long-term housing for those seniors who might have lost everything in this fire. But Leslie, the big question tonight as well is whether or not the smoke alarm was working in this building to alert those seniors inside. Investigators have not yet answered that question, but we should find out more details during that press conference with Mayor Bowser shortly. Yeah, Adam, you know, tonight we're learning a lot about what happened behind the scenes over the weekend, why the governor changed his story, and at this point is ignoring every single call to resign. Remember this?
Earlier today, I released a statement apologizing for behavior in my past.
Sources at the Capitol tell me after he taped this apology, Governor Northam admitted to lawmakers he was not in that picture, but still issued that public apology Friday because he wanted to, quote, own it since it was on his yearbook page and didn't think any other story was plausible. After that Friday meeting with lots of screaming and tears, he was expected to resign, according to sources who met with the governor. And that's when they publicly called for his resignation. However, in this first big twist, sources say the governor later consulted with his wife and senior staff who advised him to tell what he's calling the real story. Here at the state capitol, lawmakers are done for the night. They spent the day trying to get a number of bills passed and not talk about Governor Northam. However, as pressure continues to mount for the governor to step down, ignoring this elephant in the room was almost impossible.
Producing charts like this.
This state delegate has no interest in talking about Governor Northam.
And I have to do the business that I've been elected to do.
However, Delegate Vivian Watts is still concerned and urging the governor to resign, along with her colleagues like Delegate Mark Sickles, who calls Northam a good friend.
We think it's for the greater good.
As a friend, how tough is that?
Very tough. You know, very tough. I would not want to be in his shoes.
And those lawmakers say they are ignoring some of the calls and a lot of that pressure coming from outside of Virginia and giving the governor the time and space needed to eventually bow out. At this point, they're not even talking impeachment, but they do want him to act quickly. We're live in Richmond tonight. I'm Lorenzo Hall, WUSA 9. On this Northwest D.C. street, one house easily stands out because it's quadrupling in size, going from a single-family row house to a condo building with 6 units.
This wall?
The developer, Opie Sandy, says he hopes to be done by late June, but his neighbor directly on the other side tells us it's been a nightmare and she wants construction to stop now.
I don't think I want to live here anymore.
Jamie Hope says the project got off to a bad start. Construction crews accidentally took out a pier supporting her home, causing everything to shift.
Okay, so in the dining room.
The damage evident on all 3 levels of her home. Cracks are forming on walls, the ceiling, and columns are pulling away.
This door doesn't close.
With the mounting problems, Hope is worried about her family's safety.
It's constant. It's always on my mind. I wake up every night, can't fall back to sleep, right? It's taken a toll on my health.
Hope demanded crews stay off her property until her damages are repaired, adding to an already tense relationship.
I've just had the neighbor from hell.
Sandy sent Hope this email yesterday, calling her a sad, pathetic, vile, and vindictive neighbor who's trying to thwart his project.
I make no apologies for it. It's about time for me to take the gloves off. You know, I've tried to deal with her like a reasonable person, but she's not.
Sandy says he's offered to fix the problems in Hope's home, but the two can't reach an agreement. Based on the city's zoning laws, this mammoth project is legal because the first 3 homes on this row are zoned for mixed use. Now, in terms of any safety issues, we did check with DC's Department of Consumer and Regulatory Affairs, and they tell us there were some issues on Sandy's property last month, but an inspection this week revealed work is being done to come into compliance, even though additional work is still required. And by the way, neighbors to the right of Sandy's property have since moved. As for Hope, who's on the left, she's meeting with leaders at DCRA on Friday to figure out her next step. I'm Lorenzo Hall, WUSA 9.